Hello everyone, this is Foxy Papa Smurf, or FPS Gamer for short, and this is the solution video to the puzzle map that I created. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen the introduction to the puzzle map, I would stop, click the link in the description and go watch that first. The map starts out with you and a teammate. You have to, one at a time, open and close this gate in a specific combination to get past it. It's fairly simple. It's more just an introductory challenge just to kind of get you to the idea of working together. Then a basic butterfly jump, or double jump, whatever you want to call it. And then there's switches that will spawn things like bridges and inclines onto the map, so when one teammate gets up, you can help the other teammate up as well. Not only are there intellectual challenges, but there's also physical challenges on here as well. Challenges that'll test your abilities to jump and crouch jump and things like that. So there's a good mix of different types of challenges. So I don't think there'll be anyone who's going to be generally good at all of them. And one important aspect on this map are these teleporters that act as spawn points. It's kind of like a checkpoint. You activate a switch and you get a teleporter. This next challenge consists of a walkway you can only walk across if you're crouched. So what you need to do is have one teammate stand on a capture plate which has a trigger zone on it. It activates a speed boost and the other teammate can grab it and quickly crouch walk across this thing, but since you're now moving faster, you get across before the 10-second kill boundary kills you. Again, you hit a switch, it activates a man cannon, and your teammate joins you. The next stage is pretty simple. There's a bridge with normal physics being held up by a pallet. You just have to shoot it down. Now you have to split up. One teammate goes in one hallway, one teammate goes in the other. You'll be met with this shield door. What you have to do is shoot this trigger destroyed, and it will spawn a man cannon for your teammate. He'll shoot his and your man cannon will appear. You shoot yours and his man cannon will appear. This next section is kind of based on timing. These beams will be up for 7 seconds exactly, which is pretty much precisely the amount of time it takes to jump across. Again, another checkpoint. These checkpoints are really important, so make sure when you see them you hit that, so that if you die or if your teammate can't get across, he can go through it. This next part isn't crucial, but it will help you out a lot if you remember to get the sniper rifle. And then there's a long tunnel that goes upward that you're being pushed up by a gravity lift. Again, you get to the top and the two of you can split up. You can also go the same way. It's not really imperative that you split up. And the next kind of room tests your ability, like precision jumping, so you can jump and land exactly on the edge of these ramps. And at the very bottom is a kill boundary, obviously, so if you fall, you go back a checkpoint. This spot here is very important that you have the sniper rifle, because you have to shoot a trigger destroyed to get this man cannon to appear, which is the only way to get to this next section. You fall down the shaft, you're met with yet another checkpoint, and then you have to hop on these soccer balls to get across this section, because if you touch the ground, it's kind of basically like when you played Hot Lava as a kid. The point is you're not supposed to touch the ground. If you do, you die, you go back a checkpoint. So you have to try to stay on top of the balls, which is a little tricky, but you get used to it pretty quick. You kind of lean back toward the edge of the ball and it rolls forward. So it's kind of a fun challenge. You have to take your time though. I mean, the rest of the challenges you can kind of run through quick, but you really have to slow down here and take your time with it. But once you make it across, you're fine. You have a checkpoint and your teammate can join you, or you can go across too, I mean, whatever you want. This next section might remind you a little bit of Portal. The only way across it is to utilize these teleporters to accelerate your speed and make you, force you to jump over this gap. And as you get higher and higher, you keep jumping down to the teleporter, and now that you have that extra speed, it'll get you even higher up onto a platform. You just kind of keep doing that over and over. And this section here is just a section that tests your ability to jump and to crouch jump. It gets progressively harder as you spiral up. And then finally, the last time, you're going to fall all the way down this long shaft you just climbed up, and you'll fall into a teleporter, and it will launch you the rest of the way over to the next section. And in this section, you have to test your timing again. It'll have little barriers that'll spawn on 1 second intervals. And they stay up there for 1 second and they're gone for 1 second, so you have to kind of jump before they spawn to have enough time to get up. This section works kind of like a catapult. You shoot down the container and it falls and launches you up into a gravity field. This section is kind of interesting. I came up with this myself. It's a one-way shield that's trying to push you into the ceiling, but I put a bunch of trim pieces to act as like a maze. And when you're up there, you can't see anything, so you have to rely on a teammate being down on the bottom to guide you through the maze. It works on your team communication. This section has floor pieces that spawn and despawn on different intervals, either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 second intervals. So if you just watch one, the key is just watch one of them, see how often it's respawning, and then just kind of time it and jump, and you can usually make this in definitely 2 jumps, so it's actually not as difficult as it looks. And once you cross this, you're in the home stretch. You and your teammate just do a small little crouch jump to get up to the final layer here. And now it's kind of like an Indiana Jones style, like final run to the end. You have a kill ball that spawns once you pass that little archway, and it basically goes just as quick as you do, so you can't stop moving, you gotta go straight. And once you do that, you go through a teleporter and you're out of the puzzle. And if you want to see what's on the other side of that teleporter, unfortunately, you're just going to have to do it. I'm not going to show it. That's the one thing I'll keep hidden here is what you see when you're out of that teleporter. So if you want to see what's going on outside of the world, then you'll have to do the maze for yourself. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I spent a lot of time on this map, and hopefully if you download it, you have a good time with it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time.